Presently on Hazor in northern Israel above the Sea of Galilee. As I face northeast, it's pretty hazy. It's going to be hard to see this, but if I go forward here, this is Mount Hermon. I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but and then slightly towards the east, scroll out a little bit. Don't know if you can see that as well, but there's a mountain range right here. That is the Golan Heights, and this is the area of Upper Hazor, which spans about 50 acres. And below that, in this direction, is Lower Hazor, which is about 150 acres. During the Middle and Bronze Age, this was one of the largest cities in this area, and the largest city of the Canaanite Empire. And at the same time, Nineveh was about the same size. So these are very important areas. This right here is Upper Galilee. I'm facing Upper Galilee, and the whole mountain range here. If I face south, which would be in this direction here, is towards the Sea of Galilee and the Rosh Panash Sill. Now, again, this is the same size as Nineveh. Important because of two different trade routes that come through here, and which road splits, one to the south and one up towards the north. And these trade routes connect Bashan as well as the Mesopotamian area, and tin from Afghanistan would have come this way, and copper from Egypt, which would have made bronze. So hence the Middle Bronze Age area. So again, this is Hazor, and this is the whole site. The cistern would have been in this area here, down there, and you can see this is a large site, not small compared to the other cities that we've seen. Okay, so now I'm at the palace area, and I am looking directly at Mount Hermon, and again the Golan Heights would be in this direction. It's hazy so you can't see it, and as I turn this way, you can see that's where the Solomon's Gate is, and I'm coming this way, and this is the palace area. And so this is the entryway of the palace. This palace served the kings of Hazor during the 14th and 13th century BCE. It is a ceremonial in nature. The plan consists of a courtyard and a throne room, and construction elements of the building, combining stone, mud brick, and wood, show a distinct influence from the northern Canaan. This is present-day Syria. The floor of the throne room was originally made of wood, and the present floor was reconstructed. The large quantities of wood incorporated into the walls, floor, and roof of the building contributed to a major conflagration, remnants of which are clearly visible on the walls of the structure and on the basalt slabs covering the lower parts of the walls. The palace, like the rest of Hazor, was destroyed by fire when Hazor fell, according to Joshua 11, 10 through 13. And this is where Joshua went against the kings of the north, the primary king being from Hazor, which was killed after Joshua defeated the kings. And as I walk into the palace area, you can see the wood floors are wooden right now, and there's benches and stuff, but one thing that's of special interest in this area, you can see the reconstruction lines that are there. So this is all above that was reconstructed. But if you go down to here in this area, these are the burn lines. And the burn lines show what's something that's very, very interesting. You notice the cracks. This lower structure, which is part of the original building, is made of basalt, which is a volcanic rock. And the fire had gotten so hot when it was burnt by Joshua and his military soldiers, it actually cracked the basalt. So the fire in this building was extremely hot. And as I look around, you can see this whole area. The size of this place is pretty large. And you can see up there and all around here And this direction here that I'm going toward, you can see some people in the distance. This would be towards the tower area, up towards the northern part, or sorry, to upper section of Hazor, and that would be towards the west. So north would be in this direction. And Mount Hermon, you can't see it, but it's through the trees, would be in this direction, which is to the northeast. So again, this is towards the west. Okay. Where I am looking now, I am on Hazor, and I am looking at Mount Hermon, and this is the direction of the Golan Heights. As I scan around here, this is Solomon's Gate, dated to the 10th century BCE. This gate has 6 chambers, 3 on each side. Similar gates have been uncovered at Megiddo and Gezer. A summary of King Solomon's activities indeed indicate that the king built Hazor, Megiddo, and Gezer. Note to the left of the gate the casemate wall, which enclosed the western half of the upper city. The connection between Hazor, Megiddo, and Gezer is reflected in the following verses from 1 Kings 9:15. And this describes Solomon's building activities. It says, this was the purpose of the forced labor which Solomon imposed. It was to build the house of the Lord, his own palace, the Millo, and the wall of Jerusalem, and to fortify Hazor, Megiddo, and Gezer. And as I walked through the gate, in Old Testament times, and even in New Testament times, much activity would be right here in the gate. Elders would gather to place judgment on people or to give guidance, and also this is where a lot of the marketing activities would take place. So a lot of financial activities would be done in these areas. And again, this is particular to Solomon. Most of these gates that were like this had 4 chambers, so this gave a lot more room for people to do their activities in this time period. And up in this direction is where the palace is, and in this direction is where the tower is, and I am facing, at this point, due west.